In this video, we will see how to track the clicks that occur on our website, built on Framework 360. From visitors, clearly those who visit the site and click on the various sections, on the various buttons. First, we need to access the tracking module, and then web tracking. This is a module indeed that allows us to track everything that happens on our website or within our marketing ecosystem. The first thing to do, of course, is to add a tracking project. We can add more than one, because clearly we might also use external domains or multiple subdomains. As we can see, we need to enter the name of the project. In this case, we can give it the name of the website, since the demo site we built for this tutorial, it resides on Framework 360. So, project name, let's call it tutorial, okay? We can leave the enabled domains as use on tutorial. Otherwise, if the domain is external, perhaps built on another platform, we will need to enter the domain in the list of enabled domains. Great, once the project is created, as we can see here, we also have the option to insert the Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics, Google Ads, and many other third-party platforms. We save the project and see that they have opened two tabs, Goals and Statistics. In the Goals tab, we can choose what to track on our website. For this specific tutorial, let's see how to track clicks, for example, on a button. We go to the click goal and click on Activate. We see that below, indeed, a section has opened to track clicks on any section or button. To track, for example, the click on the Join the Facebook group button, we can, for instance, click on Visual Selection. Automatically, Framework 360 will open an iframe that will display the site and allow us to right-click on the element we want to track. This obviously greatly simplifies the tracking setup. We right-click on Join the Group and we see that it has found all the classes that allow us to track the click on the button. We click on Confirm Selection very well. If Framework 360 will have also recognized that we have selected some CSS classes. For example, we could also insert the clicks via destination links. So if we, instead of this class, insert, for example, as we can see at the bottom left, this is www.facebook.com. We can, for instance, take the group link and insert it here. So everything, all the links and buttons that contain this link, when clicked, will be tracked. For example, we could also, as we saw before, track via class or element ID. These are all CSS and HTML selectors, which is still advisable to let Framework 360 handle through visual selection. Let's see, indeed, we put it back. Enter the group, confirm selection, and we see that it will have selected the CSS selector on as we saw before. Additionally, it is also possible to track the click when an element contains a specific text or a part of the text. For example, in this section, we see that there is a part to learn how to use Framework 360. If we take this string and put it here using the text element, we clearly need to make it equal. The system will track every time a click occurs in this section, in this entire section that contains this text. Instead, if we use part of the text, we could also include a part of this sentence. For example, for learning how to use, it will be clearly tracked. When someone clicks on the same section, we return as before to CSS selector and move forward. We see that here, Framework 360 will ask us for an event because if we want to perform tracking, when a visitor clicks on this button, we will clearly need to inform Framework 360. What type of tracking is it? For example, in this case, entering the group, we can call it a click on the Facebook group. The event value input, on the other hand, allows us to insert, for example, if we wanted to pass along with the click about custom value. In this case, we can, for example, put Framework 360 group to distinguish it possibly from other clicks on others. Clearly, buttons that might lead to another Facebook group, and we want to distinguish them. In this case, we don't need it because there is only one group and a single button to track. Very well. Let's save, as we can see here on the right. In the Statistics tab, everything is still empty. I reload the page. Now the tracking will have been enabled. I click on Join the Group, as we can see. Obviously, it took me to the Facebook group of the community, but if I reload the page in the Statistics tab, it will have tracked the click on Facebook group 1, because I clicked on this button 7 seconds ago. As we can see, it also provides us with interesting information for marketing purposes, such as what type of operating system I used, the browser used, and whether it was desktop or mobile. As we can see, in fact, these are the statistics that will appear for all the tracking on our website. So, if we run, for example, Facebook campaigns by inserting a pixel. Now, I will insert one randomly, and then I save it. We will see that the same tracking objective by enabling third-party tracking can also be sent to Facebook. Pixel. So if I, for example, click on a Facebook group here, I copy and paste it. What happens when tracking occurs on the website? As we can see, I have a Chrome extension which is called Pixel Helper. You can clearly find it in the Chrome store. You enable it, and then it will track if a pixel has been inserted on the website you are visiting. How can we see In this case, I placed a random pixel, but it is still detected. It passes the page view, which is indeed the standard tracking action of Facebook, indicating that someone has visited the page. Now I click on the Facebook group. We can see that another event will have been passed, as we can see here. Number of receptions 4 seconds ago, and it will also have been sent to the Facebook pixel that we inserted, obviously. For the Facebook pixel, I refer you to a dedicated tutorial that allows you to understand where to find it. You can retrieve it on the Facebook Business Manager platform and insert it in this section. You can also insert the Facebook token to use the APIs, and much more, as we saw before. There is also Google Analytics tracking, which is indeed the best tool for tracking website visits and conducting advanced analysis, Google Ads, Google Tag Manager, Twitter, Microsoft Ads, TikTok, etc.